Episode 9. Yeah, so frets all in the neck, all seated beautifully, and indeed pretty much level standing start. So that's going to be great and make life a little bit easier for us as we move forward. Next thing we're going to do is to get these frets nice and tight with the size of the guitar. At the moment it feels like a cheese grater when you run your fingers up and down. What I have done before the start of this episode is to literally just take the very tops off of all of these frets, and I clamped the neck in my vise and literally just filed off the tops, just so they're very close but not quite touching the fretboard. That'll help with the next process, which is going to be this. I've got a file block here, one file set at a 90 degree to this flat side and one at a 45 degree angle to the flat side. So effectively all I'm going to do is run the block with the 90 degree along the neck, so the side of the neck, until well, if you can hear that kind of grinding noise, well, that's obviously making contact with the frets. When the grinding noise disappears, they'll all be nice and level. Have an option after that to use the 45 degree bevel in exactly the same way, run it across the edge of the neck until the grinding noise stops, and then you've got a 45 degree bevel on the frets, which is quite a common practice. From most guitar makers tend to use that technique. Myself, I do hemispherical frets, so I leave the frets as wide as the fretboard but just dress the ends really nicely. It gives you a little bit more playing surface, and personally I just think it just looks nicer, it feels nicer to play with. So that's the way that I do it. So I don't do the 45, but I'll show you in action how this file works. It's pretty much obvious really, but I will show you just because we're looking, aren't we? Just a quickie then, so another step done, and we'll move on to what should we do next. I think we'll move back to the body, do some routing, get some cavities done, and then we can put the neck in the guitar and hold it and do Smoke on the Water or something, air guitar.